Hello guys, welcome to our channel. In today's episode, we'll be talking about multiple different ocean animals. This will be a sequel or a prequel for our new episode coming out called The Aquatic World. So, what we're looking at right now are some black tipped and white tipped reefed sharks. So, these sharks live in the coral reefs of the ocean, and right now they're just put here in this ocean place so we could see them and view them. They live very deep below with the coral, near other coral animals such as the parrotfish or the other fish like the clownfish or the doctor fish. So sharks do not have bones. They only have cartilage, which makes them be able to move very, very flexibly. This is also why they could just move and bend their bones to go attack another prey when they are going another direction. So, what we are viewing right now are different types of fish. These fish are very small fish and are usually eaten by the shark for food. So this kind of fish would hang out somewhere near the sunlight zone. This kind of fish, which have evolved like this, live near the sunlight zone, not like near coral. These kind of fishes are supposed to live near the sunlight zone. So now let's talk about parrotfish. Parrotfish are some animals which live near the coral reef. And just like we are viewing the black and white tip sharks again on screen, why don't we talk about other coral reef animals? So one of these are called parrotfish. So these parrotfish do a very very important role in the coral life of the other animals which live here. It bites some parts of the rocks so it will be for so more coral could grow. And this coral will help other animals living near the coral reef, like the sharks we were viewing, to live near this coral reef. Also, its name the parrotfish is because of its fused teeth, which looks like a beak of a parrot, which also helps it to eat rocks that then will grow more and more coral for it to grow and other animals be able to live now down there. So there's other animals which live down there too, which are called clownfishes. So clownfishes and animals have a good friend kind of relationship. If this fish wants to stay and hang out with the animals, sure, you could come. It's good, it's good. But yeah, did you get any food while you're scavenging? Yeah, I did. I like got some pieces of like some other coral and I got some meat. Yeah, can you like share the leftovers with us? And when they eat, they are like, "Oh yeah, hello clownfish, I'm starving. Can I please have some food?" Sure, sure, sure. But animals could sting other animals. So you're like, hey, why can't it sting them? Like, is it some kind of friendship that other animals can't achieve? No. It's because they have a mucus layer around them, which helps them to go near this stuff and don't get shocked to death. Also, they make a friendly bond with them, which helps them not be, killed easily. Clownfish are a subfamily made of 28 different species, which means like these are a subfamily, not like an entire family of different animals. So they are they have their most distinctive traits are their orange bodies, three white bands and a black outline, and their tips around the fins. So they are very, very small ocean animals compared to other ocean animals which could reach the Greenland shark's big, big size. A clownfish is born male and has the ability to change into a female, which means like if the female dies, then he could become the female and give birth to the eggs and like don't kill everyone. So yeah, It means that they could keep their life steady going with more children and more living beings because they could change gender. And that's cool. Only if you like ever wanted to be a girl or something. It's your choice. Wow, what beautiful ocean life we are able to see here. These are multiple different fish. So, have anyone here ever watched Dory Finding Nemo? Well, it always reminds me about that same Disney Pixar movie when I look at the ocean or I see a clownfish. It just reminds me of Nemo or something. I don't even know how possibly it does. I think everyone is in love with the ocean, and I wish we know more in the near future, and we'll be able to know lots of more facts that we may or may not have ever heard of in the future. So, now let's talk about Greenland sharks. So I talked about Greenland sharks when I was talking about size compared to the clownfish. And actually it's very big. It isn't like the biggest ocean animal. Actually the giant kraken is, which is sort of mythical. The fact that it has a real life version called the giant squid. Yeah, it's sort of mythical, but it's still the largest animal in the ocean. So it means that this animal is actually very big and it has also a very, very big lifespan, which is almost 140 years to 80. Let's compare that. While a turtle could live only 80 to 100 years, oldest. So right now, as we just viewed late before, we saw a stingray. So a stingray is, as it's called, has a stinging kind of tail at the back of it, which also makes it like one of its most famous traits, its stingy tail. This tail also removes poisons and electroreceptions, which also helps it not only to hunt prey, but it also helps it to shock other animals which comes too close. Also, that provides food for it. So that means that these stingrays, not only do they have a tail which helps them to whip their food or like sting their food to death, no, no, no. They also need to double backflip and backflip and backflip to see if they have eaten their fish. Because their mouth is supposedly sadly under their belly and their eyes are on top of their belly. Which means that imagine a human somersaulting multiple times to just see if you have ate the sandwich yet. It's sad, depressing, and no one should live such a sad life. So that literally means that stingrays have many advantages but also have many small cons. So, if you guys did not know, another fact about the parrotfish, it's not only a very good animal to the coral reef, it's also one of very delicate animals. So, at night, the parrotfish creates a mucus cocoon around itself to protect itself from predators, which is actually very smart. Other ocean animals, mostly ocean animals, have a mucus layer around them to survive, meaning that they could protect themselves from other dangerous stuff, like the clownfish saving itself from getting stung to death by animals, and also make a good bond with them because of this. So it's actually a very good advantage. So another fact is the pufferfish, when threatened, can inflate their body by swallowing big amounts of water to increase their size to protect themselves from the predator. I think most people know this. Put a carrot near a pufferfish's mouth and it sees it as a threat. It goes takes air if it's not in the ocean, but if it's in the ocean, it takes water and goes boom, boom, boom. And then once it's big, it uses those spikes on it to attack its enemies. Literally meaning that, hey, 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 you're so useless, we could eat you in one bite. Boom, boom, boom. Then the shark is found out running away from this deadly creature. It also has poison in these spikes, which is kind of a disadvantage for any predator. So, as I said before, comparing the lifespan of a Greenland shark to a sea turtle, a sea turtle's average years alive is 80 to 100 years, which is kind of small compared to the Greenland shark. So, one of the reasons that sharks are considered as endangered species is that their fins are used in soups. I guess most of you guys know these facts already. So this is an eel that we're viewing on screen right now. Eels are usually confused with sea snakes, which are usually found in the deeps of the ocean near the equator, like in Ecuador, Colombia, or Gabon. So this kind of stuff, looking very looks the same compared to a sea snake, not to be confused with them, but it does look with many similarities. Actually has multiple different forms. Everyone remembers that one from SpongeBob, right? Yeah, there's multiple other forms and they're much more creepier than viewed on that children's show. There is such as the gulper eel. The gulper eel could extend its mouth larger than its own head. In fact, sometimes keeping the prey in its mouth that it even covers it to a half its eye. Meaning that imagine like something you're a human having that long of a mouth could like have their happy meal like 2 feet away from them and they'll still be able to eat it, which is weird compared to how these animals work. Also, that's why they are nightmare few. So this is a school of red fish that you could see on screen right now. And these red fish in this school, so-called school, I guess why they're called a school is because they're wearing matching uniforms. But then why are we not fish? Good question that no one should answer. So now seeing this school of fish, then we could see this school of catfish. So these catfish have whiskers which look like cat whiskers. These are not whiskers, okay? They look like whiskers. Hence their name catfish. That's why they're called catfish. And now we could see all these ocean animals living peacefully with a shark and a stingray. So you may be asking, hey, why haven't the stingray eaten all the animals yet? How? Stingrays and sharks are actually very peaceful animals and don't like eating humans unless needed. And I mean like stingrays when a human annoys them, like swimming in their waters, attacking every prey they want to eat. Yeah, that's the kind of one I mean. Like they go like human, you are annoying me. This is the last straw. So now if the human like tries fishing with these animals, yeah, it doesn't really end very well. That's why there's not much shark fin soup existing. So now, here's a fact about seahorses. So, the male seahorses carry the eggs instead of the female seahorse, which is, yeah, kind of weird. This giant turtle that we could see right here is probably at his 90s or his 80s compared to their lifespan being 100. So this thing will be here for a very long time. So if you do not know this fact or you already knew this fact, you probably only know this fact because you're very smart. Or you're the smartest in your class. So this fact is that fish scales help in determining their age. Yeah. Meaning like if this fish scale is like this big or like looks this flashy, it means like it's too young or like not very old. So that means that it is like very young, but then if it has very big scales and don't look very colorful, it means it's a very old fish. And some fish look like they don't even have scales, like the one we're viewing on screen right now. So if you do not know this, the lionfish is considered as one of the most poisonous fish in the world. Also, they are living in a place where they never actually existed. Near Elbow Reef, where they were never born and they just found themselves there, they live in non-harmony with the other animals because this is not their habitat. They do not live like this. Someone help these animals. They need help. So these animals are like destroying habitat for other animals because they have never lived here ever. So it literally means they're one of the most poisonous, if not yummy, animals in the ocean. And also, yeah, not in their correct areas to be in. Not like the fish, which could only be found in Indonesia and Australian oceans. No, they are found everywhere where they are not supposed to be. So now, as I explained, clownfish have a symbiotic relationship with animals. That's why I explained at the beginning that they share food and they are best friends and best friends forever. So fishing is a source of income for 3 million people worldwide. This doesn't mean that you should just go outside, look at some poor fish, and take them with a net and take them home and just eat them. You don't know how long it takes to swim away from a shark, do you? I mean, you can't turn into a shark, so you may not know how hard it is to be a fish. Or you can just turn into a fish. But imagine how hard it was. I mean, it is a very good source of eating. But people should, like, at least dedicate some time to these fish. Like, if you don't eat too much of them, you could at least live in harmony with them and they won't attack you. The sharks won't eat you, not like lions. So right now we could see a stingray. As I explained, you could see the eyes are up there and the mouth is probably under it, which is kind of sad and depressing. So these are multiple stingrays that we were seeing right there. So they don't really come in packs. They are usually just swimming alone in some ocean filled with water. And this is because they're not very social water animals. They usually don't come in schools like the rest of them. So right now what we are seeing is an Atlantic crab, or what it looks like is a spider crab, but this is not a spider crab. This is an Atlantic reef crab. So these crabs are very so we could both see an Atlantic crab and a Japanese crab. A good Japanese spider crab to be exact. And these spider crabs have very, very long legs, which is kind of creepy compared to, normal creepypasta. So this literally means that this, with its long legs, also resembles a lot to a spider. And also its 8 legs also resemble to a lot and tribute a lot to these kind of spiders. So that's why hence its name spider crab. Doesn't mean it have like so many eyes or something. It's just because of a coincidence of how it looks like. Okay? So hope you guys had a good day. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to view more, hope you guys have a great day. You could go watch a real video to understand more or to like get more information because this is just a prequel. So hope you guys have the best day ever. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you are doing fine and have a great day and or a great night. Bye guys and have a happy day.